You're so
Yes.
close.
Huh?
I feel like I'm so close to the camera.
I know, me too. Do I look? I don't know. When I go back and look at the videos, it do look like we kind of up on the screen.
It's probably because the play.
Yeah, it's the platforms. Let me share it.
It's kind of lit though. I like this.
I ain't been live in a minute. Hey, hey, I don't know who's viewing. Hello, give us a second.
I sure be dibbing in your lives. I sure seen you live in a minute. I don't know. I think I talked a few times. I mean, said something a few times, but I ain't really.
Let me see. I'm gonna give it a second to see if a few people will chime in for a minute. Hey guys, it's showing me people popping in, but I can't see who. If you're in, say hey. I really wish you could share it to yours so
Right.
your people could have chimed in. I mean, you did tell them 3 o'clock though, so.
Yeah, and I'm go back, and a lot of people be working on Sundays. Cause I don't have that many friends, so a
Oh,
lot of working on Sundays. So
okay. Okay, so I guess we'll just go ahead and talk as they chime in and watch. I guess they'll have questions. Hello, Liberta. Hello. Guys that are on, share the live. It's about the online event that me and Sonja's going to be doing. We're going to be speaking on learning to have boundaries, and it's for men, it's for women. So many of us are so hurt and broken, and a lot of times that's because we don't have those boundaries that we need to have. So we need the help and support of some of our friends, Facebook friends, us, spiritual mentor, life coach, me being a life coach. So some of us need to hear from somebody else's view on how to have these boundaries, um, so we can get into, this healthier lifestyle. But I don't know. Is there anything else you want? Well, I know, guys, those that are watching. So we're going to be speaking on boundaries from three different views. So it's going to be learn to have boundaries with family, learn to have boundaries with your friends, and learn to have boundaries with your own partner. So we're gonna be touching a few tough topics. And if you're chiming in, ask your questions while you got us on here. Any type of questions one of us can answer for you, whether it's involving the event or just life in general. Go and get your random questions in. But definitely, if you got any questions about this event, please ask us while we are on here, or you can inbox either one of us. Her information is also in the caption of this live video, so you can contact her. Laverta, the date is April 3rd, so that's next Saturday. As you guys can see on the screen, I'm thinking you guys can see it. So it's a private group. Normally my lives are public. Sometimes I do private events that way. It could just be a smaller group and we can get some people on the screen that way versus doing it public. I can't get everybody on the screen. I don't even have the time to stop and do that. So my events are always 2 hours. So that gives us time to have the viewers get on the screen so we can see your face, you can see our face, ask them questions, and then maybe with you being on the screen, maybe you can even help somebody else that's them paid to be in the event. So if you want to be in the event, the Cash App is on I think it's in the caption as well, but it's on the screen. So you'll Cash App me. I'll write your name down and I'll add you to the private event. And when you guys Cash App, you have to put your Facebook name, because I can only, find you through the Facebook name to add you onto Facebook. So it's either going to be me or Sonja that'll be adding you guys. So you definitely got to put your Facebook name when you send the Cash App. But again, any questions, have us. We on for a few minutes. We got a few minutes.
well, I don't see nobody comment. So
You can probably on your phone. I don't know if you can see it. On the laptop, you'll be able to see everything, but I don't know how it looks on the phone.
yeah, I'm gonna have to stop because I don't see nothing. But if some questions come across and you see
Yeah.
it, but yeah,
I'll put it on the screen for you. Yep, Tania, April 3rd. So guys, that is next Saturday. It's coming up. very fast. So make sure you guys get your $10 in. You can buy one for you and a friend if you feel like you know somebody that needs to hear the information that we're gonna be bringing. Once again, I want to reiterate on my public lives, I don't pull people on the screen to really ask questions. But in these lives, we definitely, hey Justin, we definitely gonna be pulling people on the screens because I want us to have that face to face thing with each other since we're not in person at an actual event. And then I want the viewers who's in the event to actually, see who you are when you're asking your questions or talking.
Introduce myself a little bit for those
Huh?
that I said maybe I should introduce myself a little bit for those that don't know
Yes,
me.
go ahead, Miss Sonja. This is my
I,
guest speaker, guys. That don't know her and don't follow her. This is who's the guest speaker. She's a spiritual coach. She's really wonderful. We target two different type of audiences, but we dish out accountability. So I love her. I really do love her.
yeah, I'm only working with women because women are the rulers, whether men feel like they're not. We are the rulers. If we all are all together, then we will make everything so much better. Like for its boundaries too, because as you can see, there's nothing without a woman. So once we women together as a whole, we'll be able to keep these men together too, because we have more power than them. To be honest, like.
And guys, I'm gonna tackle that in a minute. Okay, Tania, thank you for answering that. Laverta, yes. So anybody who cannot make it the day of April 3rd, I will still add you to the group because you can always go back and replay it. But it won't be shareable, it won't be public. So the only way you'll be able to see anything with this event is if you book your spot for the $10. And like I said, you'll still be in the group whether you attend that day or not. You could always come back later, and always watch it as you need to. And then you can hit up me or her if you have any questions from the event after you're done watching the video. But yeah, so going back to you, Sonja, so guys, that what she just said, that's why I love tag teaming with her, because she targets the women, I target the men. As far as she got the women up here, I got the men up here. So us coming together, we putting both of us on the same, pedestal, so to speak. And with both of us being there, we're able to help each other. We're able to be healthy, happy, and whole versus just always growing up like, oh, women are way better than men, or oh, men are way better than women because they're the quote unquote head. So so Sonja, Tania said, will I be able to talk about my health and wellness business?
Probably afterwards, or probably not doing an event so it won't kind of throw nobody off of trying to put your business out there. So we probably can find a way to do that afterwards.
Yeah, Tania, let me think about that. Because I do want to keep the flow of the actual event. Your health and wellness business. Maybe inbox me or Sonja and kind of talk about it a little bit in more detail to see what it is. Because depending on what it is, we may be able to, when you raise your hands like, hey, I got a question, we may be able to put you on the screen and give you a few moments to talk about that if it ties in with helping the audience create boundaries. Yeah, we could probably make that happen for you. But get with me or her after this live and kind of like talk more with us about your business. But those guys that are on, like I said, while we are on here, we just getting on here to explain the event, let you know the ticket costs, and let you know where to send it, letting you know that it is next Saturday, so it's coming up really fast. I'm glad Laverta even mentioned that because I forgot to mention that as I've been posting it. Yes, when you pay your $10, even if you cannot make it, you still have access to the video. You still will have access to the group. So yeah, definitely pay your $10 even if you can't be live with us at that moment.
Yes. Oh, dang, I'm so.
Okay, Laverta, I'll check in when I just long as you sent your first and last name, you good. I'll go ahead and add you once we get off the live. But yeah, go ahead, Sonja, continue introducing yourself and your vision, your business.
Oh well, yeah. So I know everybody not into the thing. That's what I also do too. look into your past, present, future, all that in your life, not without even knowing. You just got to know your first and last name. But I don't try to pressure nobody into that because everybody not there yet. But it's a birthright. You know, we all have this, but if we understood it, we understand these boundaries too, and why they boundaries are so important in the everyday life. Even with kids, they need boundaries. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, they just kids; they don't need boundaries." Everybody need boundaries. That's the only way we're gonna be able to flow is with boundaries.
Yep, yep. I agree. Yeah. So guys that missed it when we first got on. So our boundaries we're gonna be talking about, we're gonna be getting into family. We're gonna talk about boundaries with friends. We're gonna talk about boundaries even with our partner. One
Yes,
thing with me, one thing with me is I believe my brain is conquering relationships. So the whole thing behind it is for you to learn, grow, and become a better you. So with you being a better individual and a healthy individual, you can conquer any of your friendships or relationships. And in conquering that, sometimes that conquering means you got to cut it off. Sometimes that conquering means you got to let it go. That's that boundary, within it, because the whole goal is for you to become healthy and for you to become better. She said it keeps freezing on her end. I'm sorry, Tania. Are you able to hear any of us, me or her speaking? um,
don't freeze on us now.
yeah, it did freeze a little bit as you were talking too. I just didn't want to cut you off.
Oh,
Um, I forgot my train of thought. But yeah, guys, this is why boundaries are important. Boundaries, like I said, even cutting people off is a boundary. Like I feel like sometimes I feel like people cut people off because they don't want to look within themselves and see where they need to change. But in the same breath, a lot of people need to be cut off. That's the boundary. That's protecting your energy. That's protecting your peace. So I won't say I'm the queen of cutoff, but I activate that cutoff button
Queen,
uh,
that
a lot.
for me on my end, you saying you gotta work. You know, going within
Ouch.
yourself to see what's wrong with you. Be like, oh no, ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's you. No, no, it's within you. If you can't figure out what's going on with you, because everybody ain't a bad person. Everybody that you come across is not bad. So you got to figure out what's in you. And a lot of people play narcissists to situations because they
Ooh.
like pain manifesting into lives. Our parents' pain, they parents' pain, all that play a part. So it's kind of hard when you playing a victim and not understanding that you have things about you that's not right.
Yeah, it's so many people with narcissistic behaviors and they don't realize it. It's different levels of narcissism, and I've ran across people that are dealing with it, and I had to cut it off for my brand purposes because you'll have people who you're right, you're not tripping, you didn't do what they said you did, but they swear up and down, yes, this is what you said, yes, this is what you did, or they paint a picture of you that's not true, and then you find yourself going back and forth with them, trying to prove to them that you didn't say or you didn't do nothing, and then boom, where your energy going? What ends up happening to you? You become drained with that stuff.
And
That's
believe it believe it or not, I was one of those people that played victim. You know, I was always seeing the wrong in other people. Like even when it was at my fault, I always was like finding a way to get myself out of it and be like, "Oh no, you did this." And the whole time, and it took for me to sit down with myself and just be like, "It's time to be real with yourself because you ain't. If you're not right within, ain't nothing gonna happen right. Ain't nothing. You can't catch nothing. You can't catch prosperity. You can't catch abundance. You can't catch none of those things. Holding on to things and keep throwing that victim, playing that victim role and trying to put the shoe on the other on somebody else's foot when it's really meant for you. And I just got tired of it because it's draining too. It's like it's a headache. My health all played a part in it. Like it was draining.
Oh yeah, definitely draining. Um, Even now within my brand, I believe my brand is what got me to even figuring out these boundaries, and I'm still trying to learn these boundaries because I find myself the way I am. I want to see everybody make it. I want to see everybody be happy. If I don't have it, I still try to make sure you have it, and that's one of my cons because I allow cross boundaries, and I don't step back and let life deal with them. I'm always trying to save them or rescue them. So, that's a boundary I had to get hit in my butt with and have to learn that lesson with. So yeah. So without trying to go into too much, go ahead.
Mine was family. I had
Mm,
the boundaries with my family because they was overstepping a lot of boundaries, considering that we was family, and it
Mm-hmm.
was, and I was falling for it. I'm like, okay, it's family. Family ain't gonna do you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Family is in your best interest. And I had to really see, like, no, they are the ones dragging me down. So I have to set boundaries with them. Like, it's certain things that you're not allowed to do, especially being that you're an adult and you have your own life. Like, you even got to set boundaries with your parents. Like,
Yep.
you have to understand that, but it's to the point where I'm grown now. So I gotta set boundaries with you too. You just can't do what you think you're gonna do and think I'm okay with, because
Yeah.
at the end, I might be your child. I'm still human. I'm
Mm,
still a human being.
right. Absolutely. I sure was like it was freezing for a minute. Okay, guys that are on, any questions, comments you got, go ahead, ask them while we're on. Even if it's not pertaining to the event, the boundary event. Like I said, I'm a life and relationship coach. She's a spiritual mentor. So any questions y'all have, just throw them out there while we're on. We won't be on long because we were
Let-
just here to kind of speak on the event. So get us while we on here.
With the women, it's not only do I do the mentoring with women, all that, but I also help with them getting back in tune with their bodies and stuff, understanding their bodies, understanding why certain things are happening. Like, a lot of girls don't understand their bodies, wondering why they menstrual so heavy and all those different types of things, and don't understand that a lot of hurt is carried in that womb, which causes those heavy menstruals and all that, cysts of the ovaries and infertility and all those type of things, all that play a part in it. And once we realize our strength and understand our bodies, it'll be better. It'll
Yeah.
be
Yeah. So we probably gonna get into a little bit of that too. We just gonna see how it's gonna flow. Again, just a reminder, those who can make April 3rd, go ahead, send your payment anyway. You still will be added to the group to be able to view it later. Um, I will trying to think. I'm not gonna go there yet, but yeah. So we will be pulling people on the screen that want to be pulled on the screen to ask your questions, to kind of talk, do your little preaching or whatever encouraging that you want to do. So we're gonna have you up on the screen, but it's gonna be real and raw, guys. If you can handle accountability, if you can handle being told, hey, you the one tripping sometimes, this how you can fix that. If you can handle that, please get a ticket to this event so we can have you on here. So that's about it. Is there anything else you wanted to share with?
mm, not at the moment. I ain't think didn't nobody come with no questions, because I
No.
really don't too much and give away the tea for the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. No, there was one person came with her, well, two, because Tania wanted to know about being able to be on the screen and talk about her business. But the other question was answered already. So yeah, we I guess we good. I don't know if we'll go live one more time later this week before or not. But anybody that watch afterward, like I said, hit up me or hit up her if you got any more questions. The caption, her information is in the caption. Also, the Cash App information is in the caption. Please, please, please send your Facebook name, because that's the only way I'll be able to add you to the private group for these events. And that's about it. I think we're good. If nobody got any more questions or anything, you're welcome, Laverta. See you next Saturday. See you.
I just hope a lot of people take advantage of this opportunity, because if they do, they, we all say we want the world to be so different. We want stuff to be so different, but it starts with us, though, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that people would take their time to come, and listen to it and put their input in also, because it's us. It takes
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
and it's time for us to take what's ours, you know.
Yeah, it definitely takes us. And the one thing I want people to realize is you got to invest back into yourself. And that's not just material stuff. That's just not getting your hair done, your nails done, makeup, clothes, shoes. That's not just that. That's your mental. That's your emotional. That's your spiritual level. Invest back into you. And that's what we do with our lives. That's what we do with our brand and our business. It's $10, guys. It's $10. Invest into yourself.
This
And
can
like I
change
said,
life.
yeah,
$10 can. I feel like if you can go spend $400 on some hair, not telling nobody what to do with their money, but if you can go spend $400 on some hair, you definitely can spend $10 to get your mental together, get your life back together, and understand that everything works off energy. This is
Mhm.
we are energy. So once we back together, everybody's so used to matching energy, and that's why everybody's so disrupted, and that's why everybody just out of place because they so used to matching energy. Me, I don't match energy. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with your energy. I'm gonna transmute it. I'm gonna send it back. I'm gonna return it to sender. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna match your energy and have myself vibing low vibrational because of your energy. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that because we do live in a society where it's, oh, I'm gonna match your energy or I'm gonna treat you how you treat me. But you don't realize the game that's being played in that, because if you're not strong enough to handle that energy that they sending your way, it's gonna hurt you more than it hurt the other person. You're gonna be playing their game and you're gonna be getting beat in their game because you're trying to match their energy. And it's so easier said though. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I done found myself in I done found myself trying to match somebody energy, guys. And when I tell you, I was at a point when I was trying to match somebody energy, I was ready to throw my brand away. I was ready to throw my life away because for the simple fact, I'm finna match your energy. I'm finna get you back. I'm finna A, B, C, D, E, F. You gonna know not to play with me. But what that was gonna do to me, I was gonna be in jail, baby. I was finna throw all of this away because I'm getting you back. I'm matching your energy. But I was gonna be hurt more in the end. I was gonna forfeit everything, my whole blessings, my life, the relationship, the marriage I want. I was gonna forfeit all that because I was gonna do some time.
And that's what made me straighten up my kids and seeing that I wasn't young no more, because you can get out a lot of way, you can get out way more stuff when you're a juvenile, you know what I'm saying? And I did a lot of stuff while I was in my teens, and even though it was in my teens, some of that stuff still affected me because it's like, oh, okay, you put your hands on people. It's like, okay, that was me energy. Now you
Yeah.
can't. The only thing I can tell you is I send you off with love, okay? I'm not matching none of y'all. I'm not matching no energy because energy is real and it travels. So a lot of kids are out of control because they don't their energy of their parents and people that's around them, and they don't know what to do with it. So it's like they off the chain, they off the wall. Then you hear all these people saying my kid's bad, oh my kid's this, my kid's that. I can't get my kids and straighten up all that. No, they need somewhere to send that energy, but they don't know how to communicate. Oh, I'm feeling this type of way, or this is this. So they let it ball up. So they fight and they doing all type of different things, and that's really what it is. Everything's off energy. We move off energy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Yep.
spiritual shit born a physical body. That's all. We are energy. That's it.
Yep. Yep. That's big facts, guys. So yeah, it's like I said, we're gonna get into some deep stuff when it comes to talking about these boundaries. We're gonna be stepping on some toes. Better. I'll say you clicked off. But yeah, but not to hurt you, but to get you better, to get you healthy. We are, it's a lot of things we can conquer if we come together, and we hear that often, but we can't come together because a lot of us, we so broken, we're so bitter, we doing what Sonja just said, we trying to match energies, and you getting your butt kicked trying to match somebody else's energy. Now you don't even know who you are because you done turned into a whole 360 of somebody else trying to pick up their energy. So
Lower your lower self. That's your lower self. Like that's your lower self. Lower self. Your higher self. You're not gonna do none of that. You in a happy place. You vibe and all that. And then you get to this point where it's like somebody aggravate. I'm not saying sometimes you just can't. All the
yeah,
time it ain't peace, love, and light. But you gotta know what situation you're gonna get that energy to. You know what I'm saying? People pick the wrong things to give that type of energy to. It could be something so simple like somebody messing with the same man. Okay, I'm giving them the same energy. No, it's not good for neither one of y'all. And if y'all to
yeah.
come together, realize that he the problem, then it'll be
Mhm.
it. Y'all attack him, and the man just get a scot free. He get a pat on the back, basically. Like, no,
That's crazy you said that. That happens a lot, and we don't realize it. Women are against each other so much. Here, this is a boundary that we don't have. We don't have boundaries with men. We don't have boundaries with men that we're having sex with. Because if you are in that energy where you got to try to punk another chick or show another chick like, yeah, he still mess with me. Yo, first of all, you vibrating at a lower level, and exactly what you just said. He getting stop free, still been able to mess with y'all and whoever else he want to mess with while y'all bickering at each other. What's that doing? What that doing for y'all? That energy off. The energy is off. It's bad. Not only that, your mind is so focused on that you can't even do nothing right if in your workplace. And if you got kids, you can't even train them right because your aura is so off because you so focused on trying to show the world a dude still mess with y'all, or you so focused on trying to show another chick, oh, he still mess with me. Energy all off. Got to create boundaries, guys.
That's why I practice. That's why I preach self love and all that things like that. Like with me, you're gonna get a lot of self love. I'm big on self love because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody. Like, and I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I love myself. Okay, if you love yourself, you wouldn't allow certain things. If you love yourself, you wouldn't put yourself in a situation to where you got to keep fighting with this man or fighting with these women over this man. That's not love because you
Yeah,
cheating yourself. And if that's how you love yourself, then you got love all wrong. Like the
yeah,
definition is all wrong, and that's the problem. And I'm big on that self love because you got to give yourself self love. Even when it comes to your kids, you can't keep saying, I'm giving my kids my all. Like, I'm giving my kids my all. How can you give your kids your all if you ain't got nothing to give? You pouring from an empty cup.
anybody that's on, ask your questions. We will be ending really soon. Ask any questions that you have. But yes, that's self love. I how you choose to cope with life is how you choose to cope. But I do not believe in saying I don't need nobody. My kids are my best friends. I don't believe in that
Teach
because
them.
you need somebody else other than them kids. Them kids can't help you. They are leaning on you to give them everything they need. They leaning on you to give them direction. They can't give you no advice. They can't give you no mental health, no spiritual health, no emotional health. Yeah, you can hug them, yeah, but they can't give you what another human being can give you if you have real friends.
Especially a man. When these girls, not bashing nobody, but it's time women stop saying that. Oh, when I asked God to send me a man, he sent me a son. Your son is not your man. That was two different situations. Like your
Big
son is
fact.
son, not nobody that can be intimate with you sexually and none of that because that sound real creepy. Like when you ask God
Yeah,
to see you a man, ask for a man. You design your man. That's the whole
yeah,
purpose. We power to ourselves. Our whole purpose of being on this earth is to learn, teach, and love. That's it. That's all. When we transition from this world to this from this physical world, we gonna come right back whether they know it or not, whether how deep they dig into it or not. But we are all spiritual beings that's born these physical bodies to love, teach, and learn. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Like until you get yourself together, you're gonna keep on getting these patterns being repeated, whether it's a relationship or not. You didn't
yeah,
do it right this time, and that's with things that within yourself. That's why those boundaries are important. You got to
yeah,
set boundaries because you'll end up going into another relationship, calling yourself healed and not really be healed, and you wonder why the same you was going through with Joe happening with Jack, and that's
yeah,
because you didn't heal yourself. You just said you was healed by staying off Facebook for a while or not dating for a second or no, you got to really properly heal. And we heal every day. We're healing every day from something new every day. Healing is a never ending process. We're gonna always be healing, whether it's small, big, or large. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah. That's big facts. So I am ready for next Saturday. Well, I'm still getting ready, but I'm ready for next Saturday. Yeah. So I guess we gonna keep sharing the live. I don't know if we'll go live one more time together before that or not. But I will be touching bases with you, and we just gonna be, getting ready for the event. So
sounds like a plan.
we are ending, and I'll see you on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.